If anybody wants to show themselves, take a walk on the balcony for me, top or bottom. I actually see what you're talking about, KK. In the bottom glass. Hey, babe, come here.
Thursday, the first day of June 2023. Hope that your day's been good, your week's been better. And I'm kind of getting used to being in the swing of doing this two a week thing, once on Monday, once on Thursday, and people are seeming to really like it. Because I get that on Mondays, some people work late and on
Right.
Thursdays. So, you get a little bit of both. And of course, you can always go back and watch them on YouTube. Speaking of which, if you've not done so yet, we hope that you'll like and subscribe to the YouTube channel that you're watching this on and share it. That's a big thing. I was paying attention to the chat and saw, people were talking about, the families here and this and that. Well, share it with other people. Have them watch it too. That's how these things get bigger and how they grow. And I do think that the gatherings and the gatherings contact, they are constantly evolving.
Yes.
If you notice, like with Stace going to the plantation in Lexington, we are going to start doing a lot more of that. And some of the
Yep.
episodes, what we had up there, what you saw that Stace had done was, what was that, sweetie? What, maybe a 3 or 4 minute clip? They're going to get
That
a
was
lot longer.
probably, we were there probably 2 hours. That was maybe 30 seconds.
Yeah. So, and they are going to get a lot longer, and they're going to have voiceover if I can find somebody that can do the voiceover.
Yeah, we're actually got a couple places lined up. We're going to start doing one a week again. So we'll definitely let our Patreon members in on a lot of stuff
Yes.
going on there too.
So, I mean, I saw on your Facebook page, or maybe it was you that had responded. A really sweet young lady had asked, that she wanted to go on a ghost hunt.
Oh yeah, yeah. That was one of my friends from school.
Yeah. And you had responded, hey, look, we go on these things ever so often if you want to come along. And so, for somebody who's never really been on one, and maybe you can't get free, you will be able to watch them right on here. And you'll be able to
Absolutely,
see
we'll put you
exactly
right
what
there with us.
606 does.
Yeah. We also do a contest about once a year. If you watch on our page, it's a Be Our Guest, where you
Mm-hmm.
get to go with us and be our guest.
I want to be Tom Cruise's guest and have him take me up in one of them big FA-18 Hornets.
Yeah, me too.
Right off the deck of the USS Enterprise, an aircraft carrier. Because that's what they used. And oddly enough, in Top Gun and Top Gun Maverick, the Enterprise was featured. I think it was. But, that aircraft carrier has been around for quite a while, and it's the size of a city. And
Oh
talk
gosh.
about military might, military power. There you go. I mean, that thing, it's awesome. But no, what got me off on that kick was earlier this evening, I was watching Tom Cruise take James Corden up, the late night talk show
Yeah,
host.
yeah.
And I
He's
love
great.
what Cruise said. He said, was he the first one I asked? Absolutely not. But he's the only one that said yes. So,
God, that's crazy though. I don't
well,
think I can.
he's
I
made
know.
two of my favorite films, Top Gun and Top Gun Maverick.
Yeah.
And Maverick was just, it was heartbreaking, and it was a walk down memory lane. It was nostalgia. And I think it's been nominated for Best Motion Picture of the Year or something like that. And you know what? It deserves every accolade it
It
gets.
really does. It really
It's a
does.
fantastic film. And it just, there's times in that movie, if you've not seen it yet, you'll find tears coming to your eyes, especially where him and
Ice.
Ice are talking. Oh man, it's awesome. It's heartbreaking. And what was the question Ice asked? Who was the better pilot? And Maverick looks down. And he's like, "This is a good moment. Let's not ruin it." Fantastic, all the way
Yeah,
through.
it's good.
So
Yeah,
if you've not seen it yet, please rent it or buy it. I mean, I bought it. I pre-bought it like
or
a
watch it on
month
Fire
before it came
Stick
out.
free.
Yeah. I didn't hear that, but that's fine. So it's however you want to do it. So tell
Amazon
me,
Fire Stick,
you
not
are
available.
you are not in Lexington this evening. You are
No,
closer.
we are in the Paintsville.
Okay, you're in the Ville.
Yeah.
And how active, or has it been active?
It's been so active with the dolls. I brought Tobias with me,
Yes, I see him sitting there, Lloyd's buddy.
and he had another blessing done on him. And then you'll notice, let me put his little candle over here. You'll notice that he's even wearing his little blessings pin tonight.
Well, that's
So he's going to
okay.
be such a
Does that
good
make
boy.
Lloyd feel better?
No. Are
Why
you
did
kidding?
why did I even ask? I knew better.
No.
But
Not even
that's
a little.
not even a little.
Not even a little.
Now, not this Friday, not tomorrow, but a week from tomorrow, in Breathitt County at 6:00 at the
Yep.
public library.
Yep.
The Haunted Doll Tour is going to make a stop there and be there for an hour or two or whatever it is. That's really dictated by the people who come, and especially if we have a lot of questions. But this will be the first time that I will be in attendance. And I'm looking forward to it because I'm sure
Yeah,
that I'm going to learn just as much as anybody else. Stace has a lot to teach. She's
all of
been
these
doing this
dolls.
for a hot minute.
Yeah, all these dolls that have came in, they're not our stories. I mean, I have nothing to do with the stories that these dolls have.
Yeah.
I'm just going to break out the stories and actually that I've kept private for so long and let everybody know, what was told on these dolls and kind of what we have to do whenever we go and interview these people or talk to them, where they say, hey, come over, I need you to pick this up. And so it kind of just really explains every one of them's little story. And then I'm going to put a little paper that's got their stories on it. And then the most haunted dolls that we have, I'm going to go and talk about them that we have witnessed as a team, and also you have witnessed as our team. The most haunted dolls I'm going to be talking about, and then they can go through and read all the rest of them that they want to read. But the bad ones we're going to talk about because I don't want them getting any kind of a stigma of them being satanic or anything horrible. You know how that gets out, or us saying anything. Like they're haunted by some person or this or that. Any. Just want to tell everybody how it is and show them little bits of the show and let them
Yeah.
get
And this is how it
for it.
works. And this is what's going
Right.
on. Right. Exactly. Makes perfect sense. So, we look forward, I really look forward to being a part of it. And I got a feeling that there's going to be a lot of people there. And then in July, there's one in Estill County
Yeah,
at the
we'll do it all
library.
over again.
Yeah, same thing. And then, of course, coming up October 17th, that's Laurel County. That's kind of like the big throwdown. There'll be videos there. You'll see clips of us on this program
Mm-hmm.
and watch the dolls actually move on their own.
Yep.
And of course, we'll talk about that. We'll talk about just about anything that the people that show up want to talk about. But that is definitely going to be that's going to be awesome. So put that on your calendars. I know it's a Tuesday, but look, Laurel County is not that far away.
No.
I mean, from here it's an hour and change, maybe an hour and a half, something like that.
Sitting beside you.
Um, and it's in London, is where it's at, London, Kentucky. So, anyways, either way it goes, I think that it's going to be worth the trip. It's going to be worth the time. It's going to be worth the effort. So,
And
a lot of
I would love to meet you guys in person too. Oh my goodness.
well, we've got all kinds of them in here. Speaking of, Barry, Charlie, Charla is in, Steph, Maddie, Helen, Carrie. Say a big hi to Carrie. Um,
Hey girls.
yes, Tracy, Summer. Look, and it's just if you guys can come out for this, come out for it. But again, our first kick that I'm a part of, anyways, is going to be a week from tomorrow, and we're
21.
going to.
No.
What was he knowing about now?
Oh, I put Tobias by the EMF detector, and because we thought we might get a lower reading, and it didn't work, so he passed him back over. Or actually, he didn't pass him back over. He just said no. So
Hashtag. Everybody say it
hashtag
with me.
we tried. Scared.
Scared Lloyd.
At least we tried,
Hashtag
honey.
scared Lloyd.
We tried.
So, well,
Hey,
with that being said,
he's over there. He's still too close.
you brought the box with you tonight, I'm assuming.
I did. I mean, he's not that close, but he's a good boy. He's going to be good.
It's enough to make Lloyd jump. Watch him.
No.
Mm-hmm. He wants nothing to do with it. So it's hashtag scared Lloyd. We're actually going to connect that to the mountain mysteries and the gatherings and all that stuff. So, speaking of which, we are tentatively holding our breath. We think we found April. If we have, then next week we would like, with her permission, to introduce you
Oh,
to her.
she's already said she's ready to anytime you want to tell it.
I'd like to bring her onto the show and be at Contact or the gatherings next Thursday. Hashtag scared Lloyd. Yeah. Well, we've got a thing started with that. But from the videos and the audition I've seen, um, man, there was a lot of stuff there about her that just keyed right in to how April was.
I've also got just some. If you want, I can put. I've got a plain picture or two ever. If you want, anytime you want to do that.
I said
Okay.
pudding.
Pudding.
I'm not even gonna say what I'm thinking about that. Right. I'm just gonna let that go.
Yeah,
So
I'm thinking the same thing you're thinking. So yeah, that's a good idea.
yeah, it's a. um.
This is our April.
Mhm. Yep.
Here.
If everything goes well Saturday, if yeah, because I mean the auditions I saw of her, I was impressed.
She's
I
she's
was.
a good girl. She's what happened for me, and I think Chris and I really agreed on this more than anything. Is she caught April's innocence, that fresh faced child, big smile and innocence that April had. I mean, even though she had a temper and she was a spitfire, she had a heart of gold.
She could be rougher than a knot in a Mingo
Oh
County
yeah,
jail.
yeah,
She could be tougher than a pine knot when she needed to be.
yeah,
But most of the time, when especially when it was just her as who she is and was,
yeah.
sweetest little thing you'd ever want to meet. I mean, she was just
Yeah.
she had a goofy, childlike innocence.
That's it.
And don't get me wrong, she was a typical teenager. She liked to have fun and she liked to spend time with friends, and
And she got tired of being bullied.
she got tired of being bullied. Which that is a much more severe problem today, I think, than it was.
Yeah,
When I went to high school, I wasn't bullied. I wasn't bullied in grade school. I wasn't bullied in junior high. But that, the high school thing came down to advice that my dad gave me, because when you're walking into Johnson Central, that's a big school.
that's right.
And I told Dad, I said, I really don't know how I'm going to handle this. I said, I'm 5 foot nothing with no athletic ability to speak of. And I'll never forget, he turned around and he looked at me, he said, walk with purpose. I said, what? He said, look, he said, when you walk with purpose, he said, that don't mean walk like you're Billy Badass. It doesn't mean walk like you're getting ready to tear somebody's head off. He said, walk with purpose, just walk with purpose. Be calm, be confident in where you're going, and just go.
Exactly.
So,
Good advice.
and I said, I don't know where anything's at in that school. He said, what you think any other freshman does? He said, act like you do. He said, fake it till you make it.
Yeah.
And that's
Right.
exactly what I did. And of course, I'd run across a teacher and I'd say, can you tell me where English
Right.
101 is, or where this and that, or whatever it may have been? And I never had somebody say no. They always said, oh, yeah, you go upstairs and it's to your left. And it's like the third door on your right or the second door on your, whatever it was. And sure enough, I mean, I had people in my freshman year telling me they thought I was a senior. So to this day, I still take Dad's advice. But walking with a purpose is something that I do anyways, because trust me, this body is built for feed, not speed.
Don't you listen.
So, so if I'm walking somewhere, you can bet I got a purpose. And but bullying today is a lot more. It's a lot more serious issue than it was back when I was.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I'm still friends with a lot of people I went to high school with, and those guys never tried to bully anybody, and nobody sure as hell bullied some of them boys. Some of these boys were football players, wrestlers, basketball players, whatever. And don't get me wrong, it seems to me like if you're a jock or if you're in that clique, then you're instantly kind of popular.
Yep.
They seem to go for the ones who don't have a clique to speak of. And that goes right back into one of the things that we're talking about, or that we have spoken about before, with paranormal investigations. I hate calling it ghost hunting.
Mm-hmm.
You hunt
There's
deer.
a stigma with that.
Yeah. There's darker forces out there that will try to separate you from the people you love and care about. So you have no support and you feel alone. And that's when you are at your most vulnerable. And that's when they love to attack.
That's why they pick children and teenagers too.
Yeah.
Who else feeling,
and elderly people who are sad because,
right.
Here's the fact of life. The older we get, the more we have to leave behind.
Yeah,
It's just life.
that's sad but true.
The longer I'm here, the more people I lose. And someday it's going to be my turn. But what a lot of people don't get is you can turn to the people that are still here with you. And, there's people out there that would say, well, I've got nobody. If you're watching this, you've got people. You got a whole chat room here. You've got 2 hosts. You've got the comic relief. You have got,
Number stuff in his face.
huh? What's
He
he
number
eating?
stuff in his face.
What's he stuffing his face with?
Chicken.
Chicken is good. Good choice. Good choice. I hear it tastes like chicken. Everything tastes like chicken. Nice shirt too. I like that.
You're rocking my
You're a tire, and so are
team.
you. Yeah, I'm wearing an Abercrombie and Fitch shirt that my mom got me shortly before she died.
Oh,
And she said, I don't really know what that is. She said, I think they make motorcycle parts, honey. Thanks, Mom.
she's sweet. God
Oh,
bless.
she was a doll. She angel on this earth. And Dad just looked at her and he went. He didn't say nothing. He just looked at me. He went, okay. And he looked at me. He said, don't they make roller skates or something? I was like,
Roller skates. That's a good one
I
too.
said, Dad, it's like a surfing thing. So,
Yeah.
anyways, and apparently there's a dog wreaking havoc out there in YouTube land. And her name is Harley.
Oh.
And it's Brooks and Tracy's. And anyways, it's beautiful. It's a Basset.
Oh.
And yeah, I love Bassets.
My brother, y'all always had Bassets.
Oh, Bassets are awesome. I mean, they're cute as a button.
Beautiful.
So, and hello, just now coming in, we've got Christy. Hello, Christy. Sharon's
Hello.
here. Charlie. Autumn. So, hi to all of you guys.
Hey,
And
guys.
I try to acknowledge people as much as I can, especially before we get started, because when we get started with this thing,
That's why I said I hate not seeing everybody. So I try to get on there and jump on there and say, hey. And then a lot of times I miss the comment. So if I miss your comment, I'm so sorry. But I love all you guys. So just bear with me.
well, I mean, this is kind of just the way it goes, because when this thing fires up and it goes, Stacia's so busy, she is so busy trying to keep up with what's coming through. And that's why we need your help in the chat. If you hear something or someone that sounds familiar to you, or something that sounds, let us know in the chat room, or maybe a name.
Oddly enough, as we were just talking about Miss April, she's been through on the portal tonight.
April has?
Yep. She came through and said, I love you, Mom.
Okay.
And I have that. Sharon stopped by earlier. She just had a bad diagnosis at her last appointment. And so she was worrying about her surgery coming up. And she wanted to turn it on and see if maybe she could get something. And we turned it on. And I just got to go through about half of it. We were sitting there and we heard her. And it came across and said, I love you, Mom. Plain as day.
Oh, it's April.
Her voice was so good. Sharon and I both were like, and she came through a couple of times, and then I'll fill you in on the rest of it later.
Charles said he loved the tea. Thanks. And then
here's a shout out to Ethan, Barry's son. So
Okay,
hey,
he wants a shout out.
hey,
yep, yeah, give him a shout out from a hot blonde.
Oh, what's his name? Ethan.
Ethan.
Hey, Ethan, how are you? Is he in the chat room by any chance?
Yeah, well, I don't know if he's in the chat room, but he's watching. Barry said that he was watching. So,
welcome.
So there's a big shout out to him from. Go ahead, Scared Lloyd. Say hi to Ethan.
Hi, Ethan. Hey.
Lloyd is really a super cat. Well, right up until the point that he stuck his tongue out, Lloyd is really a pretty cool cat. So he really is. John Marshall.
Take a survey.
John Marshall used to be with Floyd County Paranormal and Research. And he provided me, which I've still got. He just joined us. He provided me, which I've still got, with some of the most bone-chilling EVPs.
Oh, yeah.
I need to let you hear those.
The area is so rich. This hillside that I'm on with all the Indians and the Indian rocks that has still the Indian paintings on them.
Well, he got some of these.
All kinds of stuff here.
He got some of these in a person's house that used to be a funeral home.
Mm-hmm.
He told me that, and I said, holy shiznit. Are you kidding
Oh,
me? He
yeah.
said, no. He said it was a funeral home for years. And
You
one
hear
of
some
them that
awful
he got
things on
through, and
this.
I can bring him to us Monday or Thursday. I've still
He's
got
in
him in the
there.
system. But one of the EVPs was, you heard a guy preaching and he said, tell Jesus only that you, and I mean, these were class A EVPs. And I'm like, wow. But I mean, they were so good that we actually had them on the air of
Awesome.
95.5 FM for what we called the Haunted Halloween special that we did, along with video of me going backwards up 22 Mine Road in Logan, West Virginia, with Tabitha and Amber, and going into the Floyd County Jail and getting the old Floyd County Jail and getting something there. And I mean, it was just a creepy feeling more than anything. But
Bob
yeah, we
Dixon and
actually got to use
I
him,
went
so I
to the
won't get
jail
mixed
down
up.
here. Went all to our old jails here in Johnson County. We're the first paranormal team around here that ever went to. Actually, Martha Mary Stafford, before she passed away, she's the one that actually took us through the Stafford house and sit down for hours and told us stories about her growing up in that house and
You know
took us
what?
through it. And we stayed all night for 3 nights.
John is actually saying that he's back into the paranormal research field now, and he's going to Octagon Hall in July. Well, John, we'd like to have you on the program maybe one night soon, perhaps Thursday, because you and Stace could have a lot to talk about. Stace has been working with paranormal activity since she was a child. I mean, literally, since she was a kid. That's when she had her first experiences. Um, And so if you'd like to do something with that, just get a hold of me, and you can do that through Facebook Messenger, or I think if you've still got my phone number, whatever. But give me a call and maybe we can talk about that and work it out. So what we are getting ready to go into right now, of course, for people who have never seen before, is actual spirit box session. Now, spirit boxes, Ovulus, of course, 606 Paranormal uses a wide array of tools, or a wide array of tools, including EMF detectors, K2 meters, SLS cameras, all kinds of things like that to try to detect paranormal activity and see what it is, why these people are here. Because that's why I hate the term ghost hunting. We're not hunting ghosts, we're trying to connect with people, because that's what a spirit is. It's a person without this. Okay. And neither Stace nor I are big on trying to make them jump through hoops, or what I call a dog and pony show.
No.
We ask them to validate that they are there through intelligent questions, intelligent responses. For example, Stacy may have that EMF detector, and she said, if you're here, can you light this up for me? Well, if it lights up and she says, okay, back off, and it goes down, it backs off, can you light it up for me again? That's why she'll ask that question 2 or 3 times, because she's trying to validate it. And that lets us know this is not a fluke. This is somebody trying to come through.
Right.
That, and to this day, I don't get why paranormal research is not an accepted science. I guess because there's no real standard for it. I don't know. But
It's
what
been
is science?
explained.
Science is trying to discover what we don't already or what we don't understand. We're trying to discover answers. And I'm telling you, with what I've seen and what I've experienced, and I'm not a paranormal investigator, but from what I've seen and experienced, it's real. There's things that I've seen and have had happen that I can't explain any other way.
Right.
So with that being said, Stace, we've already ran the disclaimer and got all that stuff out of the way up front. So that sounds good to me. If you are ready to fire up the box,
Yeah.
I am ready for you to do so. And I think everybody
You'd
else
like
is.
to hear April say, I love you, Mom, real quick?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
A late Mother's Day present to hear your voice. So here I am. Can you come through and talk to your mom? A late Mother's Day present to hear your voice. He seems okay, man, I'm sure. Love you, Mom. Did you get it? You did
Yes, I
again?
did. I heard
Hear
it.
it?
Mm-hmm.
I love you, Mom. Just as sweet as it could be.
Yeah.
Put a big smile on her face, too.
Oh, I've got no doubt about it. So, anyways, whenever you're ready to go, we'll fire it.
All I got to do is turn them up. We're ready and rolling over here. Now, make sure it's got everything in here. Is she your nan? Are you talking about somebody's nanny? Ours? What's your name? Something to reach her. Oh, that sounds like that scientist voice we had that one time. She has the problem. God, it's crazy tonight. William knew.
It's always crazy.
Open safety.
Can the girl come back through that talked to us last week? Okay, I'm getting a reading over here. Look here. Look.
EMF detector's jumping. How far are you away from any electrical outlets?
We're not near any. The closest one is actually right over here behind the gas meter thing.
Okay. Okay, that's way too far for that to be setting it off.
Yeah,
That ain't
it's.
gonna
I
happen.
don't. That's what I'm saying.
Look now.
It did that. It did that last week, but it came up beside of me. Of course, I asked it again this week if it wanted to.
Right.
In the week before last one, or whenever. I don't know what. There's nothing to make it go off. I mean, well, you've got Tobias. The plate, something. Is it? Can the girl come back through and talk to me? That was talking to me earlier. Said you were from this area. If anybody wants to come through for their family members that are here in our chat room, you can come right through.
And remember, the best way to try to reach out to a loved one is to think of them. Think of memories.
Yes.
Hopefully good memories. That helps with that connection.
Can you light the meter up for me all the way if we know you, if I know you? You gotta light it up all the way. If I have to have that yes answer. If no, then that's fine. Stand back from it. Are you attached to that doll? Thank you. Were you originally from Germany? Okay, stand back for me for sailing. Did you sail over here? It's not the doll. Tobias is a good boy tonight. Check it out. Nothing. Are you going to be a good boy?
Normally, he lights that meter up quite a bit.
Never mind. Never mind. We're back. Do you like your beautiful angel pen? Breathe. Something he can breathe. I don't know.
I hope not.
Okay, well, thank you for lighting that up for me, Tobias. I'm glad you came with me. God,
God, red.
I'm I'm listen. It's this whole area right here is like static and cold, and I don't understand it because it didn't go off earlier. I mean, I've been sitting here off and on. I don't know.
So he just let the meter up to red.
Yeah, it's going
Oh,
straight.
it's hitting right now on yellow. Yeah.
Can you step back from the meter for me? I'm going to need you to step back from the meter. Does it say fine?
And he did.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. That gives me a little bit of a headache when you stay on everything.
You hear the State Farm theme come through again?
I did hear it, and I heard the seagulls a second ago, too.
Mm-hmm. This is going to be an interesting night.
Is somebody out on the beach? Tell somebody something? What would you want me to tell them?
Okay.
Do you have a message for anybody in our chat room?
Why, thank you.
What are you thinking? Are you thinking you do? Because they would love to hear from you. I'm in this. My shoulders froze.
Yeah.
Can the person that was saying my name last week, can you say my name again? Oh, there's my
Seagull.
seagull. Thank you. I'd like to be sitting there with you looking at the beach.
Progressive.
I mean, we're getting a little bit of all of it tonight. We're getting the music and everything. Oh, here it goes. Can you step back away?
Oh, well.
Can you step back? Can you step back for me?
Whatever or whoever it is, they're strong.
It's right here.
Tell me what you're feeling.
I'll do it. I'll do it. What are you going to do?
Tell me what you're feeling there.
It almost feels like an air conditioner that's been on for a while, and then you walk into from outside, and it's what it feels like right here. Especially, and it almost feels a little, I hate to say staticky. I don't know how else to. Can you tell me your name, the person that's coming in here with us? Can you tell me what your name is?
I just received a personal message from Janine. She said that Trevor once told her, jokingly and seriously, that the seagull was his spirit animal.
Shut up.
That's what she said.
It's neurotic.
It's neurotic.
Trevor, if you're around.
It's neurotic. It's neurotic.
That sounds like something Trevor would say.
Wow.
Trevor, if you're out there, can you show us your spirit animal again? Let us hear that. Do it one time for Janine. I would love to. Can you come through one time for Chris and Janine? And George.
Is there anything?
Something star.
No.
Wow. These are, I mean, can come find me.
She just said, "Oh, I know he's there."
This one keeps saying progressive something, and then he gets cut off.
Was he getting Progressive and State Farm mixed up?
Somebody he said boss. Hey Trevor, if you're there, can you come through for us again? Janine's listening. Hey. Sound like I said, hey Stacia. Somebody shush somebody. Why are you shushing? Got nothing to hide now. We won't judge you.
Channels as well.
Can you play the seagulls again for me? Or maybe some music?
The meter's calmed down. I'm glad. I really wish you could see this viewpoint from what I'm looking at. That angel on Tobias looks like it's in 3D and floating away from him. I mean, it's not moving. It just looks like it's not attached, but rather floating right in front of him. It looks like a special effect, is what it looks like.
I think I can see a little bit of what you're talking about.
Well, you can also see it clearly on the YouTube channel.
Oh, I'm sure I'll just have to check it out.
Oh yeah, it's haunting. It's different.
Are you attached? What's going on? Watch it. Are you attached to the doll? State Farm is there.
Exactly what I was thinking.
There's our music. Thank you for that. We're always up to hear that.
Progressive
something.
Mm-hmm.
And I see you. I'm 76.
There it was.
The releaser.
Did you hear it, Chris?
I heard a voice that sounded a whole lot like Trevor.
Did you hear the seagulls that just came through?
Yeah.
I just sent it, she says. There's my music. Piano. Can you come through and talk to anybody that's in the chat room? Anybody that... I did it. Anybody in your family or friends? Same one. Oh, say it and then stop. Says it then stop. It's like I said, it was totaled. You sounded familiar. Can you tell me your name? It said I'm Timmy right there. Did you say your name is Timmy? Has he been wearing their khakis tonight? So you wearing your khakis? I forgot what commercial that was. Yeah. Was that State Farm, wasn't it? Jake from State Farm.
Hello.
In the room to help. What are you in the room? What are you going to help?
And then
in the room. That makes twice you said that. Thank you. I can hear you. He's evil. It's whispering. Something, and he lost the keys. What keys did he lose? Dude. Did you hear that? It came through and it goes, dude. I better not have just heard a dirty word, and I think I did. Use the phone. You want us to call somebody for you? What did I say?
That's the telephone.
You want Lloyd to call somebody for you? My baby. Carry me. It was a decision.
The whispering is something I still don't get.
God was with me. Ashley.
The internet.
We're on the internet, yeah.
Yeah.
Did they have the internet when you were alive? You all coming to see. And then the little girl said a name. I don't know what it said. To the little girl, what's your name? Did you hear?
Mm-hmm.
Are you the little girl in the window? That's all I said, bitch. It's still coming over there. Who's Rudy? Maddie. I could have heard, I swear I heard Maddie right there. Did you say Maddie?
I'm keeping an eye on that meter.
I don't know what it is. Who is making the meter go off? Can you come to the spirit box and give me your first name? You can see and feel me. And that's it, I told you. Something number 7.
That whispering in the
Did you hear that? Something 7.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Kurt.
It sounds like hi, Dad.
Are you saying hello to your father? Something, he's a Baptist. Had pictures.
Charles has an interesting question.
Okay.
Can a person contact you who's been passed over for like 150 years?
Sure.
I would say yes. Absolutely.
Absolutely.
And this is just a theory I have. But when a person first crosses over, they're kind of weak in that realm, and the longer they're there, the more stronger they get. You know, they learn things. They learn how to get the energy up. They learn how, and again, no evidence of that. It's just a thought that I have. And Lloyd had a good question if anybody can understand the whispering.
Something I talked to you, bub. If anybody's being called bub by somebody. David.
I think we need to go back on these audio recordings and break them down and see if I can amp up the whispering.
To the water. August 1st. Joey.
To Aunt Jen.
Aunt Jen. To Aunt Jen. It's the white marble. Is that what she said? To the person that's lighting up the meter, can you tell me your name? What's your name? You say and yeah. Nadine.
Did you happen to bring the Ovilus with you?
Uh-huh.
I'm just wondering if we'd have any better luck out of that because it's actually a...
Concern.
Sound like it just said Tina.
It did.
Whoa. Hey, if you're there, you can come through for me.
They know it.
So you know it.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Friend. Of course you can. Of course you can. Do you have a message for somebody? That sounded German.
Mm-hmm. It did.
That's what I've been having come through quite a bit when I had my dad. Love you. Yes, we can hear you. Y'all can hear me. It's a little girl, sounds like. Is it a little girl trying to cross through? Is it the one I've been talking to and think that it is? Which one?
To answer Lloyd's question, yes, I can do a reverse sweep on all the audio. Audition makes it possible to do anything with audio files. It's crazy. But yeah, we can do that.
Elvis. Wow.
Hey, I'm a fan of the
Love
king.
you. I love you too, Tina. Holy Tracy, did you hear that?
If anybody would come through, it would be Tina.
Absolutely. We would do this.
I mean, just
For
based on what
hours.
I knew of her from what other people said. I didn't know her personally, but
For hours.
I know
we-
that she was a firm believer in this.
Oh, yeah. Me and her would sit at the table at old farmhouses and old places for hours and do this. Talk back and
Stacia.
forth.
You need to go back and watch this video on YouTube later, because I'm telling you that pendant on Tobias.
Is it moving around?
Yeah, and it's completely 3D. It does not look like it's even attached to him. Now I'm sure that's a video trick of some kind. I'm just saying I'm not behind this because this thing is going live. I can only do that kind of stuff when we record or when in post editing. That though, I see it right there, clear. Yeah, but it's so prominent
Yeah, I see it now
Tobias
that
is a little
my
fuzzy.
end
He's a little fuzzy, but that
it's
pendant,
crazy that we haven't. It's ice cold right here. I mean, it's
Progressive.
Say,
I'm close. That's the way you want it. Does anybody else want to come through and talk to anybody in the chat?
Barry thinks it's a battle of the insurance, Progressive and State Farm, in a fight for otherworldly ramifications.
I'll go
A
for
long
that.
time ago, at an insurance desk far, far away.
Wow. I mean, wow.
It does. It looks like it's floating. Helen's right.
Fay, F-A-Y, body vapor.
That's a good way to describe a spirit.
Hold on, let me turn the light off real quick so you can
Yeah.
read this.
Can you hold it back just a little?
Okay, hold it. Let me get it right.
List.
Did you miss the first one?
Yeah.
Do run.
do run.
Yeah, D-O-R-U-N.
Coffin.
About killed you.
This is coffin.
Yeah, I see it.
What?
Truth,
And
I
list.
think.
Barry said that his wife's father will have crossed over 24 years ago tomorrow, and she would love to hear from him. Barry or Mrs. Barry, what was your dad's name? I know her name. I'm sorry, I can't think of it off the top of my head. Regina, I think. But
Yeah.
what was his name? I just heard "Don't run" in a whisper.
Progressive. Mr. Progressive, what can we do for you? You keep looking to use that.
Stephanie says she would do or don't.
It said do on the thing do run, so I don't know what's up with it.
And we have a request from the chat. Can you see if Dean McCaffrey is there?
Whisper.
His name was Truby. I hope I pronounced that right.
He's my brother. Did you hear that?
Yep.
That was plain as day.
That's why I'm here with arched eyebrows going, whoa, okay. Okay.
I had hair like him. He's my brother. I had hair like him. And I mean, look, no matter where I go, okay, something just made a kick noise right here beside me. So,
Oh God!
well, I mean, it is what it is.
Lloyd.
I don't think no matter where I put that, obviously they're going to be able to see it. I don't know what's up with this, guys. There is nothing. I mean, nothing here. Absolutely nothing here.
Tobias, the Ovulus, any forms of communication.
Pens, maybe that pen's bringing this stuff in.
It could be. It could be.
Pen's is just as old as Tobias. It's older than Tobias. I'm present. What's your name? Barbara.
Cuckoo for Cocoa.
Who are you here for, Barbara? I don't know what to do. Can you step back, please? Okay, listen. Step back for a minute. Please step back. Please step back. Or please don't.
Actually, it just went.
I'm hiding from her. Expose. Land. Expose.
Stacia, your meter has just dropped to nothing. It's acknowledging.
That's crazy.
Take us somewhere. Take us. Thank you for backing away. I really appreciate you doing that.
We were a Dean last week, I thought.
We did, and Joey again.
Yeah.
You heard from Joey?
Something that said you were my girl. That did. You were my girl, and right before that, he said a name.
I mean, all of a sudden that meter just stopped. I mean, it's and it's freezing.
It's giving me a headache.
Dr. Stace asked them to back off. How about the headache?
I feel it over here.
Your EMF is through the roof.
And usually that's good because that somebody can draw energy off of anything I've got going, and that usually helps things come through. But this place is so haunted, it is ridiculous. You remember the footage I sent you of the 4 sailing orbs?
Yeah.
That's right out here in the yard. And
Yep. That was from the video or the security cam, wasn't it?
Yes. And I'm thinking very seriously about heading out there too before I
It's full moon tonight.
go to bed. Mm-hmm. Yes. And Chuck, it's his business. I resent it. Boy.
I don't think Tina's going to say, open the door. I'm sure she had a great sense of humor, though.
Oh, she did. And then some. It's like an English accent. So I'm here, love. Something Brooke. It was something and then Brooke after it. Here. Does anybody want to come through for their family or friends in chat? If you want them to come through, just start visualizing them in your head. Ask them if it's possible to come through for you. We're all listening. Listening. You listening back, huh? I'm glad to hear that. Please. Here we go again.
Crazy and different.
It is crazy and different. I have to agree with that. Did you hear what that said?
The internet.
Something.
That was about as clear as you can get.
He was effing with them. The wrong. He was effing with them the wrong. Freshman. Who was he messing with? Tina. Can you give me your name? It said prison. Before that one, the woman said prison.
Oh.
Get out of me. Who's in you? And they passed. Who passed? Can you tell me? Lucinda V. I mean, it's crazy with names tonight. Great, just throwing names. Something who was wary. Are you talking about somebody who was ill and passed away? Yeah. And who he's with. Did it say future? Future internet? Michael? Of course.
The internet seems to be a recurring theme
Dog.
tonight.
I didn't do nothing. As you see. I don't know. We had them. Who did we have? To the girl that was talking to us on last week. You were telling us what was going on with you. Can you talk to me again? I've heard you come through once tonight. Speaking with. Who did you want to speak with? Denise? What? Oh, it says speaking. I want to speak with Denise. Comes something when they're asleep. She slept on the couch, it says.
Probably not talking about me because sleep is a rare commodity.
Oh, that's for sure with you. I mean, we got the same pattern sometimes.
Yeah.
There's your seagulls.
Hey, Trev, if that's you, come through and say something for me, man. Just say your name.
Ned. Trevor. You got some loved ones here that would love to hear from you. Can you tell me your name? Can you say your name for them? You may pass.
Don't tell me your name's Gandalf.
Where may we pass to?
Seagull.
Seagull came through again.
Seagull. Poltergeist.
Yep.
Sail.
And the seagull came through. Police.
Police.
Here I am. Here I am, dude.
To leave. When there.
to Daryl. I was here. Come over. Where can we come over and meet you at? Three of them had them in the car. It was bad. In the back. And she was cold. They dragged her. Holster. Sergeant. That's where he hasn't given a don't tell.
So,
What can't they tell me? Who was the one that drug her out of the car? Illinois. Off the bridge.
Ridge.
I'll be seeing you. I needed help. The girl said.
I heard that. Yeah.
I needed help.
I swear,
Yeah.
Tobias' head is moving.
Lloyd says Tobias' head's moving.
Well, that shouldn't surprise you.
No. What happened with the bridge? Can you tell me that?
Elsa.
My friends.
Stephanie says she's
How many? Was under.
So that.
True that. Guess what's back?
Yep.
Can you tell me? Can you tell me what happened to the girl?
It's peak.
She something to the head. It's missing. Her head is missing.
Do what?
Yep.
No.
Yeah.
And returned it.
Oh, God.
Her choice. Rock. Rock done it.
See, there's something coming through. Face off right there.
It's the girl. 3.
Mm.
May God have been with her. Seagull.
Furniture.
Furniture.
Progressive.
Oh, well. Something is zapping the...
Kill the power in the ovulus.
I mean, everything's fresh batteries before every show.
Oh, my phone's dying bad.
I haven't had my phone on, except for earlier.
It's on 8%.
Okay, are you messing with the ovulus here?
It's all going down.
Of course, look. Here we go. Here we go.
And my head's starting to bust again.
The better.
So is Stacia.
Tell me
I
what
can
you were
feel
telling
it
me
all.
about the girl. Head broken. Hide.
Do the gifts.
The gifts that I have. Where did you hide her?
Some.
Where at? We were lucky. Why were you lucky?
It's a good question. Somebody in the chat, Charles, asked, was she a sacrifice?
Oh,
Yeah. Okay, look.
Camaro.
Do what?
Camaro.
Camaro.
Ouch. What is it? It's like they're arguing. She's like, you knew it. It was a rock. Something.
The growers.
A growers.
wait.
Mm-hmm. Cut her toes off. Why did they do that? And her thumb too. And then one of them said, what were they proud about? Burnt. Me.
Progressive.
Hair.
Okay. That was the whole sentence.
Yes, you've done this to me.
All right, timestamp that 122:45.
Got it. 122:35.
That was
Got it.
Two on her. Made her sleep. One black. I hit it.
Information.
Exact information.
This is just out there.
So I never know what's coming through here.
You don't, but we're going to wrap it. You are not well, and neither is Lloyd. Go ahead and crank her down some. I've known you
Crazy.
too long. We've been on the same wavelength for too many years, and I can see it all over you.
You know, when I start getting in tune to this stuff, I start seeing stuff.
Mm-hmm. And you're looking down the barrel of something that's going to greatly resemble a migraine if you're not careful. So, thoughts tonight are, for me, very plain, very simple. You are in a location that is as active as anything I've seen. I mean, I've known that for a long time, that particular place feels very much like home when I'm in it. But by the same token, I get the feeling that there's things there. But now also, let's take a look. There's a lot of items there that can very well
Also,
have,
we're
yes,
near two big graveyards.
yeah. And on top of that, you've got a lot of items in the home that can have contact, or
They
what's the
came
word I'm
from
looking for?
here. We've got arrowheads,
Yeah.
Indian, mortal and pestle,
Mm-hmm. And it goes on and on.
Nazi helmets. Oh yeah, I mean swords, Civil War stuff. It's
Lots of stuff.
it's a toss up
Yeah.
of what's coming through.
You got things in there from the Second World War too, don't you?
Yeah,
As well as civil, and I mean, take your pick. It's a lot of things.
I'll shoot some pics of everything for everybody.
Yeah. 606 Paranormal. Follow them on Facebook. And don't forget, a week from tomorrow, Breathitt County Public Library, 6 p.m., Haunted Dolls. And you'll learn the stories behind many of these dolls. It's their stories. Stace will be telling them. And Lloyd, I'm pretty sure we'll have him in a closet somewhere, hidden. So it's, and I'm going to be over there throwing him treats going,
We'll bring you some
yeah.
great.
Yeah. Oh, now. Yeah. So it's that's what I'm going to be doing. Oh, now. Yeah. So, guys, thanks for tonight. And
Thank you guys.
yeah, I hope that you can come out a week from Friday and be there for this. And of course, we're looking at, good Lord willing, Monday contact, and then a week from today, the night before the doll tour. And that's going to be a big one. So make sure that
Y'all be ready.
Yeah, and maybe that night we can actually talk a little bit about each one of them that you're going to have there. You know, just a brief with this one and that one and this one and that one.
It's going to be so fun. Everybody's going to love it. You're going to have fun. See
It's going to be great. So yeah,
dolls.
it's going to be something. So, but right now I'd like for you guys to go ahead and get off, get some rest. I've got some things to do here in the studio that we're going to get done for the gatherings and for the pre-planning and laying out the stuff for the film and all that other stuff. So we hope that you have a good night. Our prayers are always with you. And for all of you watching out there, thanks so much. We love you. May God bless and keep you. And as always, stay mysterious.
See you guys.
Hey.
It's gonna be